and it's a stop lock, so it's a very short drop, and it just basically separates the waters of the two canals. Leaving Wheaton Aston then, Monday the 21st of July. Just making my way up to the water point. It's been quite busy the last half hour. About 4 boats all came past one after the other, so I've left it a while before setting off. See, the lock is dead ahead, and I think there's a couple of boats on the lock landing. Right, so filled up with water, and I'm now moving a matter of yards up to the front of the lock landing, and then I'll go and set the lock. I saw a boat going up when I was filling the water, and no one has come down, and I can't see a boat waiting to come down, so I'll just crack on, I think. And a big thank you to Janet and Deborah, who worked the locks for me.
Hi!
Thank you very much.
Welcome, you're welcome.
Cheers, have a good one.
You too, thank you.
So that was Wheaton Aston then, a nice little village, and that lock I think is the last proper lock on the Shropshire Union, the Shropshire as they call it. There is what they call a stop lock just at the junction at Autherley, but you'll see that when we get there. It's not anything as exciting as the normal locks. So I've got a short run today to somewhere called Brood. It's spelled B-R-E-W-O-O-D, as in Brewood, but apparently the locals call it Brood, and there's some shops there. I'm hoping I'll have some luck mooring up and do better than I did at Nosal. Oh, well then. Have a good day. That was nice. The boat that just passed, called May Bell, I think. I'm sure somebody said that they've been following my channel. It's always really nice when somebody tells me that. Thank you very much. And thanks to everyone who's been watching and following and subscribing. wouldn't you know it, it's raining. And of course, when it rains, the water drips off the leaves of the trees, even after it's been raining. I don't think it's going to come to much, I hope not. You see quite a few boats ahead. Some of them are moored up, I think. Another very long straight. And I think fairly soon we'll be going over an aqueduct. I think I'm just coming up to the aqueduct, which takes us over a main road, I think. I'll have to look up which road it is and let you know. I'm afraid this rain has taken me by surprise, and not much I can do about putting a jacket on at the moment. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to stop shortly. Just not quite sure how shortly. I'm thinking if it doesn't stop by the time I reach the next bridge, I'll stop the boat under the bridge, because that's fairly safe to do, and then I can go in the cabin and get some kind of a jacket. Yes, it's really, really unfortunate, because I can see blue sky, but that rain is coming down. I've stopped to put a jacket on, and of course the rain has stopped, more or less. I mean, is that typical? Yes, I'd say that is just typical. I think we're fast approaching Brood now anyway, so this might be bridge 15 coming up. So permit holders on the right hand side, but I'm pretty optimistic there's some visitors more in between bridge 14 and 13, so I'm just hoping there'll be room on there for me. Otherwise I'll have to go through the village, and I think there's some additional mooring a little bit later on. this is Brood. I think this is bridge 14 I'm coming up to, and I can see quite a lot of boats that appear to be moored up on the left hand side just afterwards, and I think that's where I'd been hoping to go. Well, tied up safely here at Brood on the 2-day mooring. I'm towards the front of the section, just before bridge 13. Initially I did tie up further back, but when I went inside the boat and checked the internet, it was next to useless on my on the boat's internet, which uses the 3 network. That's the number 3, and so anyway, I've moved it forward down here. That'll be the BBC looking for me again. I moved it forward a bit down here towards the front of the section, and it's a little bit better, but it's not really, it won't be usable for uploading a video, that's for sure. So I'll have to rely on my mobile, which uses the Vodafone network, and has got quite a strong signal actually. So I think I'll be using that as a hotspot. I might stay here a day, it might be 2 days, I'll see. But we're only now about 5 miles from Autherley Junction and the end of the Shropshire Union Canal. So yeah, so that's to come in the next episode, I think. Right now I need to lock the boat up, go back up the towpath and have a walk into the village or town, I'm not sure which it is. Is it a town, is it a village? You can let me know. And do a bit of shopping and find, hopefully, a fish and chip shop where I will be going later. Right, I'll catch up with you soon as I continue my travels down the Shropshire Union. Wednesday the 23rd of July, just leaving Brood, my mooring just before bridge 13, and it's around about 4.5–5 miles to Autherley Junction now, I think, which is the end of Shropshire Union, and where it joins the Staffordshire Worcestershire, and I'll be going on that canal, turning right. That is in a southerly direction, in the direction of Narrowboat on 7. Another one of these cuttings that I've become familiar with recently with high bridges. There's a boat ahead of me, you can just see in the distance. So the rough plan today is to get to Autherley Junction. There's just a stop lock there, which is just like a few inches of depth. Basically it divides the two canals. And then I'll be turning right and heading down the Staffordshire Worcestershire Canal. 2, maybe 3 miles, I'm not sure. And look into more up at a place called Compton, and probably go through Compton Lock, which is a very famous lock, and mooring up there. I have checked on Google and there is a fish and chip shop in Compton, and it's very close to the canal, so things are looking good for my supper. So there's a bit of maintenance work going on, and the engineer in the orange jacket has just run down the towpath to ask me if I can give him a few minutes to finish their work. They're clearing a tree which was overhanging. So I've taken it down to tick over now, and with a bit of luck I'll be able to just keep going, and they'll have finished it by the time I get past. If not, I'll just it'll only be a matter of a couple of minutes to wait. I must admit, it's very nice to see overhanging trees being dealt with. Very nice. What a lovely bridge that is too.
Appreciate that, mate, thank you.
Not got great vision of what's coming the other way here, so just coming over to the left so that I can get a better view. Hopefully there's nothing immediately coming. I don't think there is. I've enjoyed this canal most of the time. A few scary little bits like wood sieves cutting. I didn't enjoy that a great deal. Grub Street cutting was fabulous. And for most of it, the canal is actually pretty wide like this. I think there's a couple of narrow kind of sections just before Autherley Junction, so how long they're going to be I'm not quite sure, but hopefully it'll go okay. And then we're on the Staffordshire Worcestershire. So I pulled over there because of this overhanging tree, and let the other boat come through the other right of way anyway, because the obstruction's on my side. And yeah, I wonder if those guys with the chainsaws are going to come up here next and have a go at this. It looks a little bit narrow, just a little bit further ahead. But it could just be that the trees are encroaching into the canal. Just coming up towards bridge number 6, and I can tell you there's a most horrible smell coming from my right, and I have a feeling it's a pig farm, you know, where they breed pigs. And the smell is, oh dear. I've actually passed a boat that was moored up though, just about a minute ago. And gosh, they must have no sense of smell. I don't know why you'd want to moor there. anyway, hopefully the smell will disappear once I get under this bridge. Bit of a narrow section this, just after bridge number 6. I wouldn't want to try passing another boat by here, but it looks like hopefully it's only a short little length. Nice and wide here, and we're about to go under a more modern bridge, and this carries the M54 motorway. So lovely and wide under here, lovely and wide, and oh, I can see a long way ahead. Absolutely enormous winding hole. That's bridge 5, and mile marker on the towpath says that there's another 2 miles to Autherley Junction, and that it was 37 miles back to Nantwich, which seems like a lifetime ago now that I was there, but actually it's only I don't know, a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. This canal is really wide now. You know, you could drive a ship up here, I think. I'm not sure how deep it is, but it's certainly wide enough. Lovely. Well, that was a narrow section. Possibly you could get 2 boats through, I don't know. But it's certainly narrow, and that tree there gave the roof a good sweep, I can tell you. I had to grab everything, GoPro and everything, to stop it being swept off. Just gone under bridge number 2, and the bridge I can see ahead is bridge number 1, which is at Autherley Junction. So a bit of a long straight now up to the junction. I think there's some boats moored on the left hand side here, and they're sort of like triple parked. I think that might be the hire boat company which is based here at Autherley. So I'll have to just go to the right of those. I can see the bridge, the arch of the bridge, which is Autherley Junction. So I'm very close. Autherley lock then, and the very last lock, and it's a stop lock, so it's a very short drop, and it just basically separates the waters of the two canals. So I'm going to sort that out now, and then pull out into the junction and take a right turn onto the Staffordshire Worcestershire Canal.